Hey there. Feisty girl coming to you because I've had just about all I can take. And honestly, PSA, trigger warning for the male species. Just so you're aware, okay? Because it gets real sickening when, and I watched a gentleman just yesterday, and he gets it. And I'm going to explain it to you for those who don't understand. A woman will not step out of her masculine and will not be vulnerable with you and will not be that comfort zone for you until you can show her you are there to protect her and to provide and to be that person for you. Yes, some of us are very independent and want to, have a career for ourselves too. But when you expect us to do it all, there's something wrong because you haven't learned where your place is in this whole dynamic of why we're here. Number one, you're here to learn about yourself. Okay? Learn who you are, what makes you tick, the things that you have. Number two, you want to get into a relationship with a female? You need to be her protector. Not out competing with her, not out talking shit about her when you're not with her, not out handing out bullshit and lying so that you can go out and deceive and do your other things behind the back and then come back and tell her how much you love her, blah, 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 blah. That is not being a man that is accountable. That is being a selfish little boy. And for those of you that is triggered by this, I hope so. Because I'm sick and tired of people that say one thing and do a motherfucking another. Because it gets real motherfucking tiring. I've been single for a very long time for a very big reason because I don't trust a lot of men anymore because of what's all happened to me in my past. And all the things that people say and say they're going to do, and then they don't do it. And then, the stories that come out and the things that are said about you because you wanted to be able to rely on that person. But in the end, you couldn't because you were the one that ended up having to take care of everything when everything fell apart, and then you got blamed, especially when it came to the money. I have never, in almost my 58 next week, years of life, have had an individual in my world that I could count on. Ever. What does that say about the human species that I grew up with on the male side of it? I have been in my masculine energy forever and a day. I have never had a soft place to land. I have never had someone that actually wanted to take care of the family and be that person. It has never happened. I've always had to work hard. I've always had to provide. I've always had to be in competition with the person that I'm with because their insecurities were just beyond. It's amazing to me, and no disrespect to you men out there who have done a good job and have helped raise your babies and have done an excellent job and didn't compete with the mother of your children. You instead knew that it was a partnership. And regardless if you were with the mama or not with the mama, you still took it upon yourself to try to get along with that individual versus doing everything you possibly could to put out a smear campaign, bring them down, and make them look like the asshole. I see you. I see you mamas out there who have had to struggle, because I have struggled like no tomorrow. No tomorrow. And I'll tell you something. I've also had beautiful people who have come in to help me just so that they can be that person and then go, oh, did you hear what I did? Did you hear how she did this? Did you hear how I did that? That's not kind either. When you have to broadcast and you have to be that person, you're not doing it for the right reasons. Mamas, I see you. Mamas who are just trying to get through and to take care of your kids and your family, I see you. I had to do it for a lot of years. And I'm still getting the repercussions of it because I didn't stay with those people. Because I knew they weren't good for my mental health. And I've cut out a lot of people in my life for a lot of different reasons, but mostly because my entire life I give, and I get the sword in my back every fucking time. And it gets a little disheartening when you think people are friends and family. And then, oh, they did this, they did that, and blah, 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 and they're an idiot, and they can't, man. Mamas, do yourself a favor. Step away. Take a good look at the people that you surround yourself with. Take a good look at who is doing things without expectation. I can't say it enough. I'm very disappointed in humanity on a very big level. And it's why I would rather be single than to have a relationship with an insecure person. And why I say this is because this is the downloads that I got today. And it makes so much sense to me. And all it did was light a fire under me. Do they know how to handle your energy? They need to be secure within themselves. Your sacral energy is very strong. Healers need protectors. You use your sacred energy the right way. It took me a long time to learn that. When someone's energy does not match yours, it automatically puts you in your masculine, having to defend yourself. I have learned what that energy is now. I will not play the passive aggressive. I will not entertain the bullshit any longer. I will not entertain the childish behavior because they didn't get it as a child or they needed to be in the spotlight or blah, 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 whatever the fuck it might be. Men, start taking accountability. You're feminine, the lady, whether it be in whatever gender, but that person with the feminine energy in your life wants to feel safe with you, not that she's competing with you. And if you can't provide that, leave her alone. Okay? Have a beautiful day. I still love you, but this needed to be said.